hotel in Las Vegas, here's our host, Allison Hannigan!
Welcome to Fool Us. Tonight, Penn and Teller will attempt to decipher the tricks of the world's most covert conjurers. Anytime Penn and Teller can't crack the magic code, that magician gains access to our invaluable prize, performing with Penn and Teller in their world-famous Las Vegas Spectacular. And now, please welcome our secret agents of Abracadabra, Penn and Teller! Teller, don't look now, but here comes your first potential fooler.
My name is Emily Victoria. I'm from Gainesville, Florida, and I'm a psychology student. I love school. I love everything about my classes, and I try to get as much as I can out of them. I was inspired by Fool Us to create an original magic trick for my class. After I performed it, they thought it was really good. They suggested that I submit it to Fool Us. I picked mentalism for a couple of reasons. One, it's because my hands are way too tiny to palm cards. And two, I figured I'm a psychology major. Might as well learn how to read minds. The routine that I'm going to do has its bases in both pseudoscience and in science. And I'll leave Penn and Teller to figure out what is what. Do I think that I'll fool them? Ugh. Well, if I do, it'll certainly be a good way to end my senior year.
Please welcome Emily Victoria.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Victoria, and I am so excited to be here. My journey as a magician only began about a year ago when I decided to enroll in this class called the Psychology of Creativity. Now, in this class, our final grade was determined by a creative project that we worked on throughout the entire semester. And being a huge fan of magic and of Fool Us, I decided to create my own magic trick to fool my class. But I was obviously completely new to magic, so I needed to work on concepts that I was already familiar with. So I used my knowledge of human psychology about how you can use body language and facial tells, like micro-expressions, to figure out what someone is thinking about without them saying a word. The second thing I used is something I always have with me, my phone. And the third thing is, well, a volunteer. So Allison, if you'll join me on stage, everyone please give a big round of applause for Allison. All right, Allison. So on my phone, I have something very precious to me, my music library. And for tonight, I went ahead and made a playlist of over 1,500 songs that you can pick from. You can pick a song from the 1950s, you can pick a song from last year, I don't care. I only care is that you know it, and the more you like it, the better this is going to work.
Ooh, okay.
So go ahead and put the earphones in. When you find one that you like, I'm gonna give you plenty of time to pick. I have to talk to the audience a little bit.
Yeah, please do.
I have a bit of a confession. See, before coming on here tonight, I cheated a lot. I went ahead and decided who I was going to work with instead of just picking someone at random, which isn't normally a luxury that I have. It's also not a luxury that they have hours and hours of video footage that I can analyze. So I rewatched Buffy. I rewatched, American Pie, American Reunion, American Wedding. Probably didn't need to watch those. Oh, How I Met Your Mother. Every single, YouTube video that I could find of Allison, I went ahead and analyzed so that I could find her facial tics, her patterns of behavior. So Allison, do you have a song?
Mm-hmm. Am I supposed to be playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Great. So would you like to change it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you do me a favor and count to 10?
1, 2, 3.
Are you nervous?
Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, that's good.
Oh.
Can you go ahead and pick a color?
Pink.
Okay, that's interesting. It's a very vibrant, very vivacious color, right? So this is probably an upbeat song that you're thinking of, right? Never ever lie to the cops, Allison, because it can read you like a
terrible liar.
So let me think. Can you pick a food?
A food. A tomato.
A tomato, that's interesting. Am I right to say that this is a male artist?
Yes.
Okay. And am I right to say that this song is probably before the year 2000?
Yes.
Is this artist isn't alive, are they?
No.
Okay. Inside or outside?
Outside.
Cold or hot?
Cold.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Can you say LMNOP for me?
LMNOP.
And then ABC.
ABC.
All right, I think I have it, but I just needed to count down from 10 now.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome. So, oops, I think I have the artist. Is it Michael Jackson?
Yes.
And the song?
Beat it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow. Emily Victoria.
Thank you. And Allison?
Oh, thank you so much. We were talking about micro expressions.
Yes.
I'm pretty macro.
Well, I think that's what makes you great for television.
Thank
You're
you.
super expressive.
Thank you. This is amazing. So you were inspired to do a trick because of this show, and now you're on this show.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really,
kinda
I think
surreal.
that's a first.
Yeah, when I got the email saying that I was supposed to be on it, I had just come out from surgery, so I thought it was the pain meds.
That's so cool. But you're actually studying psychology and zoology, is that
Yes.
correct?
Mhm. So I'm really interested in animal behavior, so the origins of behavior and
Right.
everything like that.
Who do you prefer to study, animals or people?
People have better like research methods, but animals are cuddlier, but animals are also smellier.
All right. I just can't read them.
Yeah.
Can you read their facial
Not really.
tics?
I studied
it's
both of them
good.
pretty well. He kind of looks a little angry.
I know, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. The angrier they look, the better it
Yes,
is.
yeah.
Let's go talk to them, shall we?
Great.
All right. Penn, Teller.
Good. That was good.
Yay.
That was really good. And the problem with mentalism, which is what this is that there's a lot of ways to do stuff. I want to ask you some things. I think we got it. I'm almost sure we got it. But I want to ask you some things that may be a little bit intrusive. I mean, could we look at your glasses?
Yeah.
We can? We'll come up to you.
You can look at my glasses, you can look at my phone.
Look at your glass. Okay, but why don't we go back up here with Allison? Because they don't look like
Sorry, I'm eager.
glasses that are so. Can we look in your ears? Would that be out of line? We know you're getting the information.
Okay.
But it's not your glasses. It's not your ears. Is it? It's not the. Tell you figured it out. Have you got it?
See, I really want to learn how to read him.
We don't want to take all these guesses. It's not really fair, but I think Teller had it. He just, this is Teller's guess. This is the real one that we're going with. If it's none of the things we said, I think,
No.
yeah, I think so.
Mess with them when we come back. Stick around. Welcome back to Fool Us. Right now, the stage is an empty canvas. Let's hope our next magician can fill it with something brilliant. Let's see.
I live in St. Pauli, which is the entertainment district of Hamburg. Theater in Germany influenced my magic very strongly. German theater has a long tradition. Faust probably is one of the first examples of a magical figure in a theater play. The devil gave him magical powers to create a world where anything is possible. The world is turning faster and faster. I like the past. When I'm on stage, I dress in a historic way to do traditional stuff that's still very interesting nowadays. I handcraft my own props in my own workshop. I think my magic could change the world a little if people really let that touch their heart.
Please welcome the puzzling magic of Patrick Folkert.
Thank you, nice to be here. This piece I want to share with you is actually not just a trick or a puzzle to be solved, but rather a nice story that I want to share with you. It's a story that might teach you how to master the mystery of life. You see, just as many things in life, this old letter case is only a total of many different objects of unique size and shape, and only by a harmonic arrangement of these pieces they form a unique composition we may call life. And most importantly, everything fits perfectly within the framework of our lives. Now, you could name each of these pieces individually, maybe a solid base, a happy childhood perhaps, or a proper education, your own hopes and fears, your beliefs and memories, probably good friends and family in the center of the arrangement, and maybe even some decisions that you regret. But actually, it's not so important which meaning you give to these pieces. Much more interesting is this process. What happens if suddenly one of these pieces that defines us starts to tumble? Well, of course, we adapt. And sometimes we even have to make some basic changes. But if all these pieces work well together, then it is always possible to form a unit and once again to achieve harmony. But life is never that easy, and destiny always has new challenges for us. But you could say that from time to time, destiny brings us something new that we have to arrange with. But how to include this new element into our perfect composition? I mean, every space is filled and it is a series of challenges, more and more challenging, and it has always new things for us, sometimes even bigger and more unexpected than we are prepared to handle. But, you know, to conquer these challenges, all we have to do is sometimes I'm And now perhaps you understand that it's not about the size or the position of these pieces, nor about the significance we place on them, but rather about this harmonic composition they form. And of course, most importantly, that everything fits perfectly within the framework of our life.
You must be so good at organizing.
I'm glad that it seems like that once again. Enjoyed it.
Your performance felt like it was from another time.
Well, I like timeless performances, and yeah, I'm mostly inspired by the past because I think there have been lots of ideas that have been discovered in the past, but they are some sort of forgotten. And nowadays, the world is turning faster and faster, so I like to rely on those old things and yeah, dress that way, behave that way, and live those old ideas. Yeah, you won't find a smartphone on me.
Oh, good. All right, well, let's see if your performance fooled Penn and Teller. Penn, Teller.
Hey.
Oh, boy, man, Patrick, it's so good. You know, we talk on this show. It's Penn and Teller Fool Us, and that means that we're always talking about methods. It's always, how do they do it? How do they do it? How do they do it? But it's rare that someone comes along and we get to say, what did he do? And you did something here that is a new effect. It's not a new way of doing something a lot of people have done. It's a new idea. Now, this is a mathematical thing. We've all seen the puzzle, two-dimensional, and we know how that moves around. That's not what you're doing. You're doing something that takes from that and grows tremendously. What's wonderful about this, boy, I like this. I liked it because it's so sweet. It's so tactile. Doing it three-dimensional is wonderful. And also you use the mathematical principles that are used in this in order to conceal when you did the dirty work earlier. It's a displacement in time. And I want to give you a chance here because we're going one of two ways. Okay? Now, we got to choose one. We can't just keep more and more bites of this apple. So I'm going to tell you, we do not think that you snuck one of the pieces out. We don't think you did that. And if you snuck one of the pieces out and we didn't see you, you can tell us right now that you've won.
No, not
No, you didn't. You're too good for that. What we loved about this is the whole effect and how you compress all of life into one piece. This whole thing that you're talking about doing, which is, I'm going to tell you the story of life, you really kind of did. And we just loved it. And I got to tell you, whether you fooled us or not, that is a fabulous effect. And we spend a lot of our time thinking, what tricks can we do? It may be harder than how you do them, and you've done that part of it. But I don't think you fooled us.
So, did they figure it out?
Oh, that sounded perfectly. I'm fine with that, and I think we're all happy.
Culture, culture!
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Don't blink because we have more magic tricks on the way. Stick around. We've seen one fooler so far tonight. Let's go for two as we meet our next magician.
I've always been fascinated by mirrors. I used to stare into them. Is it an alternate universe? Yeah, I've always wanted to get inside and find out. But what if I get trapped inside? I can never come home. When I was a kid, I always had to figure out how things worked. I would go to the library and learn about all kinds of subjects. Magic was a perfect medium for me. You take everything you've ever learned, all the books you've read, all your childhood experiences, and you use all those tools to make an illusion into a reality. Outside the mirror is the real world. If I can get out, I can take what I've learned with me and put together a trick that'll blow Penn and Teller away.
Please welcome the magic of Miggs.
Now, magic has taken me years and years to learn how to do. Many lonely years. In front of a mirror. Well, you'd be surprised how much time magicians spend in front of mirrors, and some of them even practice. which is why I brought my mirror. You see, I was practicing the other day. No. I was practicing the other day, and that thought occurred to me. You see, I know mirrors reflect images, light. But what if one day, somehow it absorbed it instead, like a black hole? What would that look like? And what would my hand look like? Let's find out. Now, without causing any risk injury to myself or to any of you, let's use playing cards. Because playing cards have 52 different images. Which one to choose? You know what, let's make this simple. Penn.
Yes.
You can help me select a card here. I'm just gonna flip through here, just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Stop me right here. Now, the idea is that the mirror is going to absorb the image of this card, 8 of clubs. I'll be fair, I'll leave it right here. Now remember, the card is not going inside the mirror. No, it's the mirror is going to steal the image like a black hole. Watch. I think I felt something, look. The card has definitely changed. And when I mean that image is gone, I mean it is completely gone. So the big question is, why can't you see that image inside the mirror? Well, you're not gonna see it with your human eye, but there's something that can help you see it even if it's in another dimension. And I keep it in this dark box here, away from the light. And that's camera film. Remember camera film? All the millennials are like, what's that? Because it's all digital. But in fact, they still use camera film to capture many paranormal activity. So watch what happens when I pass a piece of film in front of a mirror that has an image stolen from another dimension. I should warn you, this will be the strangest thing you see all night. Watch. 8 of clubs. What? I mean, it's almost like a vampire effect. And look, if I bring it right to the surface, I can actually bring that image back to this world. And the image is not even solid, look, it's ghostly. Because it's an essence. It doesn't belong to the film. It belongs to the playing card that it came from. See how that fits? Both sides, that film will return that image. Home sweet home.
Really cool. Did you come up with that trick?
Actually, I did. Funny of all places, I came up with the idea in the shower.
Oh, is that where most of your ideas come to?
A lot of them. I think some people sing in the shower, and that just came up. And then I went to my bathroom mirror, and I just started thinking. I started staring into it.
So what do you love most about magic?
You know, there's an engineering aspect. You know, before I went into magic, in high school, I thought I was going to go into engineering. And, you know, my oldest brother, he became an engineer, but he and I would go to the magic shops together. And so he became an engineer, I became a magician. But I have the engineering spirit. You know, again, how do you get an image inside a mirror? How do you get something to appear? I had to think about all that. I had to, in a way, reverse engineer it. You know what you want, but then you have to figure out how to do it and make it look like magic. That's the hard part.
All right, let's see what the boys thought of your trick.
Oh, okay.
Megs, you know, mirrors automatically are magical. Whether you're talking about Alice in Wonderland through the looking glass, mirror, mirror on the wall, they're just magical objects. And everybody's always trying to get them into magic, and it's really hard to do. And the mirror is the centerpiece of the whole routine, and yet the mirror is just a mirror. The mirror is, in a certain sense, misdirection to the other stuff with other things. But I would just say, for magic words, some people would say abracadabra. We would say ton onosaka.
Do you know what that means? So is that that's Japanese for they figured it out?
Yes. Hi.
All right, well, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Meg.
Right on, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Up next, more of TV's best magic, including a trick by our very own Penn and Teller. Stay close. magician can flip Penn and Teller's lids. Take a look.
When I was younger, my father would always do magic, and through osmosis, I actually learned his skills. One day, I was really bored, and I started messing around with these cards in front of the mirror. My dad had been showing me magic my whole life, and I could actually do some really cool stuff. My motto is make magic happen. I'll have a problem that I need to tackle. I go out to the desert, and I just meditate, and I focus. The universe answers, and the problem, it solves itself. When I was asked to be on Penn and Teller Fool Us, I had to go out to the desert and meditate. I came up with something bigger, better, scarier, and more dangerous than I've ever done before. And I'm gonna blow Penn and Teller away.
We're about to make Fool Us history. This next trick is too large for our stage, so we had to tape it earlier today and roll it in. So here from outside the Rio is Seth Grable.
Hey, Allison. What's up, Penn and Teller? Thanks for making this dream a reality. I'm gonna be handcuffed, locked, and welded in this car. Then, this 40-foot-tall giant monster is gonna crush, mangle, and completely destroy the car with me inside. This is the first time I've ever done anything this crazy and dangerous before. In case the unthinkable happens, there are paramedics standing by. My name's Seth Grable, and this is Eaten Alive. Lock me up! Thanks so much for being here. Thanks, Penn and Teller.
And here he is now, Seth Grable. Woo. Wow. Hi,
how are you?
That was exciting.
Thank you.
That is definitely not an easy trick, is it?
It was crazy.
And where did you find that dinosaur?
He's Craigslist, actually.
Really? And what's his name?
Robosaurus.
Robosaurus.
Yeah, the one, the only.
Okay. Does he only tear apart police cars?
No, he could actually tear apart anything.
Oh, really?
Pretty much anything, yeah. Yeah.
So what else do you have working in your mind?
I just saw something really cool with a armored truck.
Ooh.
So that's something that I want to do with an armored truck.
So what drew you to big illusions?
I've done a lot of cards. I've done a lot of coin stuff. My thing right now is bigger, better, stronger, more dangerous and crazy.
Cool. Okay, let's see if they know how you survived that trick.
Let's see. How do I survive that trick?
That was a wicked big dinosaur.
Yeah, it was.
Wicked big.
Yeah.
Wicked, we like that dinosaur. We want that dinosaur. You know, we see you go out in that parking lot, we go, oh boy, not another card trick.
Thank you.
That was the farthest from a card trick we've had on the show.
That's what I was trying to do.
You were completely successful.
Thank
it was
you.
fabulous. And using a police car.
I was actually trying to get, you know, a police car you can't get out of easily.
Oh, I see.
That was the,
I see.
That was it.
I think of a whole different thing, you know?
I understand.
Yeah, but okay, good, because you're trapped in a police car, and you were trapped in
I was
that
actually a little
police car.
scared. I was trapped a little too long.
Yeah, but you were trapped in that police car, and you followed one of our major rules of magic, which is if you turn around, what you're gonna see there is above the name Fool Us, it says Penn and Teller. And you cannot find a shot of us that does not say Penn and Teller behind it. And you had your name and signage all over, and that may be the most important part of the trick. Get your name out there all the time.
Thank you.
And you were wonderful.
Does that mean they know how you did the trick?
I learned from the best.
Oh, thank you.
So you know that they know how you did the trick.
That's 100% right. Yes, good job. Thank you so much.
Nicely done.
You guys got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Seth Grable. We need a moment to make room for our next amazing act. Come back and see more mind-bending magic after this. On classic magic tricks. And here they are, Penn and Teller!
We're gonna bring out a friend to help us with this. One of the stars of Grey's Anatomy and Designated Survivor, our friend Kim Raver. See, we're going to do a magic trick for you, okay?
I'm so excited.
This is an odd one for us, because we don't usually do magic tricks that other people do, but this is a classic of magic called the egg bag. That's also the prop list. Use an egg and a bag. We do it differently for everyone else because we use real magic. Now, Kim, when people want to do tricks and fake this, they often use a rubber egg that collapses up. But you can see that's hard. Is that a real eggshell? You can feel that's a real eggshell there?
Yes, that's a real
And we also
egg.
have a bag. So check it out. Reach right in the bag there. Just crawl around there. Check for secret trap doors. Pull it right inside out. Just pull it right inside out. And check those seams. Make sure those seams are strong. There's no wormholes from the dimension, nothing like
all
that.
good, good.
Just
French
two pieces
seams.
of cloth sewn together on three sides, hence the term bag. Now, Kim, besides the egg in the bag, you've also got Teller and Penn. And Teller is a very well-known cheat. So you're to watch him very closely. Make sure he doesn't cheat. If he cheats, it's not real magic. Watch this, Kim. He drops the egg in the bag. Then he does a magic gesture, and that egg completely and utterly vanishes. Gone, gone, gone. I look over at you, Kim, and I say, do you have any idea where that egg is? And you say,
Here. Right? I'm okay.
and we should have got a different celebrity. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. But that just shows, Kim, it shows that you're honest. That's good.
Okay.
Besides Teller being a cheat, you also have me.
I've got
And I'm
eye
loud, I'm aggressive. I can sometimes go off as a badger. Some people think I can make people say things that aren't true. So we're gonna watch this again. So drop the egg in the bag. And this time, I'll look in the bag. I can see the egg in the bag. Kim, can you see the egg in the bag? Where is it, Kim? Reach in his pocket and pull that out, would you please, Kim? Yeah. You have to watch out, Kim. We have an egg, a bag, a cheat, and a badger. Now watch carefully, Kim. He takes the egg. Now tell the truth, Kim. Did he palm the egg there, Kim?
No.
Is it palmed?
No, it's not
Now
palm.
tell the truth, Kim. Can you see the snowy white egg in the dark interior of the bag?
Yes.
Now, Kim, so just put the egg right in his palm and just make sure you can feel it. Don't smash it to real light. Can you feel the egg right there?
Yes.
Good. Now, hold your hands out like this, Kim. Just like real magic, just like that. With the shifting sands of the Mojave, that egg is gone, gone, gone. And Kim, don't take our word for it. Kim, can you see the snowy white egg in the dark interior of the bag?
No.
Can you feel the egg in the bag? Reach right in there, Kim. Turn it right inside out, Kim. Turn it inside out. Is that egg gone, 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 gone?
That egg is gone.
Completely and utterly vanished. But you know, Kim,
So good.
people that watch this show often will say, but you know, magicians sometimes use their sleeves. And there's Teller right there with an egg-sized gape right there in his sleeve. Maybe there's some sort of magic move where Teller flips that egg right up his sleeve. Make sure he can't do that, Kim. So just wrap the sleeve around like that and then come over the top with your left hand. Now, Kim, make sure his hands are empty.
Empty.
Okay, can't use his sleeves. His hands are empty. Can you see the snowy white egg in the dark interior of the bag?
No.
Can you feel the egg in the bag, Kim?
No.
And watch this, Kim. This is very close to real magic.
What?
There it is right there, Kim. There it is right there. Now, Kim. If I were a judge on Fool Us, and I am, at this point I would say something obtuse about sleight of hand and then say, well, it happened in Teller's hands. If that were real magic, it would happen in Kim's hands. Now, Kim, you see how Teller's holding the bag? 2 fingers from each hand inside the bag, from the outside. Hold it just like that, Kim. Just like that, Kim. Now, Teller's going to perch the egg right on the mouth of the bag. Now, Kim, I don't want to badger you. You can tell the truth. I should ask you one question, Kim.
Yes.
Do you see the egg?
Yes.
Good.
I don't want to break the egg.
Now watch this, Kim. This is the closest you'll ever experience to real magic. Do you feel it, Kim? Because that egg is gone, gone, gone. And don't take our word for it, Kim. Check his pockets. Check his sleeves. That is gone, gone.
That is gone.
Okay. If you check anymore, Kim, you can't be in the Senate.
I know. I was trying to be very careful.
Now, Kim, that still happened in your hands, but Teller was awfully near to you. If that were real magic, it could happen when you were alone. One last time, Kim, take a look in the bag. Do you see the snowy white egg in the dark interior of the bag?
No.
Do you feel the egg in the bag?
No.
So you can't see, you can't feel, you gotta hold it. Hold it just like that, Kim. Now, Kim, do you feel alone here on stage? We'll move a little further away from you.
Okay.
Feel alone now, Kim?
Yes.
We'll move a little further away. Now, Kim, you checked completely, but one last time, little peek in the bag. You see the egg in the bag?
No.
Kim, keep holding with your right hand. Let go with your left.
Just with my right hand?
Teller, magic. Kim, show your left hand empty. Slowly, carefully, reach in the bag.
I'm gonna cry.
Reach in the bag. Be careful, Kim.
It's
a real egg. Kim Raver!
That's amazing. You guys.
Kim Raver right there.
That is so good.